In the heart of Africa, there are forests older than memory, trees that have listened to the footsteps of ancestors and winds that whisper in forgotten languages. But deep within one such forest, an entire tribe vanished without war, without trace, without a single cry for help. This is not a myth. No one found bones, no one found blood, only silence. And the stories the elders dare not tell in daylight. This is the untold story of the tribe that walked into the forest and never came back. Long ago, at the very edge of the great Bambatu forest, a place feared by most and respected by all, lived the Ndilé tribe. They were peaceful people, farmers, drummers, storytellers. They lived off the land with gratitude. They sang to the moon, danced to the rains, and lit fires to guide spirits back to their ancestors. Their village in Kala was built from red earth and thick palms, with drums that echoed at sunrise and laughter that rose with the smoke of cooking fires. But most importantly, they never entered the Bambatu forest. It wasn't a law. It was older than law. It was tradition. Even the children knew, go not past the seventh tree where the air changes and the birds fall silent. No one questioned it, until the dreams began. It started with the youth. First, the drummer's son, Tamba, spoke of a silver woman in his dreams calling him into the forest. Then, Ao, a young hunter, began carving symbols no one recognized. Spirals, moons, doorways. Soon, half the youth of Ndilé were waking up at dawn with strange dust on their feet, as if they'd walked in their sleep. The elders grew afraid. They summoned old Mama Nkosi, the village seer, blind but known to see with her spirit. She held a fire ritual dot in the flames flicker. She whispered, "Something stirs in the forest, something old, something forgotten, and it remembers us." But her warning came too late. One night the drums stopped mid-beat. No wind, no insects. A silence so complete it felt like the world held its breath. At dawn, 10 of the village's youth were gone. No footprints, no broken branches, no signs of struggle, only a trail of white ash leading into the Bambatu. Panic swept in Kpala. Mothers wailed, fathers searched for days, calling into the void of trees, but the forest gave nothing back. The elders held council. Mama Nkosi, with trembling hands, spoke, "It is not death that took them, it is the calling. The forest remembers its children." And then, one by one, more villagers began to disappear. Desperate for answers, the elders unsealed the forbidden scrolls, leather-bound texts left by their ancestors. There, they found the truth. The Ndilé were not just forest neighbors. They were once forest dwellers. Hundreds of years ago, the tribe had lived deep within Bambatu, in harmony with something ancient and energy called Ndimu, the spirit of the trees. But greed came. A leader tried to harness Ndimu's power, to sell its roots and soil to outsiders. As punishment, the forest cursed, the tribe banishing them from within, silencing the old songs, and waiting. Until the blood remembers. The forest was not haunted. It was home, reclaiming its lost children. Only 30 villagers remained. Every night, someone else vanished. Fires were lit all around Nkala, drums beaten for protection, names shouted into the sky, but nothing stopped the forest. In the final days, Mama Nkosi, now nearly too weak to speak, gathered the remaining villagers. She said, "We cannot fight what we are. We were born from the soil beneath Bambatu. The forest sings the lullaby of our bones." Then, without fear, she walked into the trees. The last witness, a child named Zuba, said that the trees moved aside for her. She was never seen again. No screams, no fire, no signs of war, only an empty village. When travelers passed by months later, all they found were ruins covered in moss, drums cracked in half, doors swung open in silence, chickens pecked at the earth, UNTENDED. And in the center of the village, a single wooden mask, carved with forest symbols. Some say, if you walk by that place today and stay silent long enough, you can hear the faint sound of drumming. Not angry, not mournful, just distant. Today, in the regions surrounding what was once Nkala, no village is built near Bam. Hunters will not chase prey beyond its edge. Children are told, do not answer the dreams. They are not yours. But not all believe in fear. Some elders say the Ndilé were not taken, they were reclaimed. They became one with the forest. Living spirits, guardians, whispers in the leaves, and sometimes when the moon is high and the mist low, travelers report seeing figures in the trees, tall, silent, painted in ash, eyes glowing like fireflies. No one knows if they're ghosts, spirits, or something else. Only this: they never speak, they never attack, they only watch, as if remembering.